Hi, friends. Yesterday, if you remember, we talked about writing three-part stories with a beginning, a middle, and an end. And what your job was yesterday was to take your journal, just the illustration side, and draw two lines to make three parts. And you were to label those parts B for beginning, M for middle, and E for end. And then you were supposed to think of a story that happened to you in the past, something that you know a lot about, something that you love, or something that you like to do, and draw the beginning, the middle, and the end of your story. So if you remember, I told the story of how over the weekend it was rainy and yucky, and I had gone to the store and walked all the way up to the front door of the store in the rain and thought I forgot my mask. And I was really sad because I thought I'd have to walk back in the rain to my car. But then I reached in my purse and realized I had an extra one in my purse, and I pulled it out. I was happy, and I was able to go in the store and get out of the rain. So that was my story. And so I drew me being in the rain, and I'm not necessarily happy, but I'm not really sad. I'm just kind of like, because it's the rain and no one really likes cold rain. At least I don't. And then I get to the door. Here's the door of the store. I don't have a mask, and I'm really sad because I think I have to go back to my car and walk in the rain. But then I realized I had an extra one, and I was happy. So that's what I drew. Now, we were being illustrators yesterday. Today, we're going to be authors, and we're going to write about what we drew. Now, because we've illustrated, we're going to just touch and tell our story to help us write about what we wrote or what we drew. Today, friends, we're not going to write all three parts because as an author, a lot of times authors write a little bit and then take a break and then come back the next day, write a little bit more, and then take a break. So we're going to write part of our story today, and we're going to take a break, and then we're going to write the last part of our story tomorrow, okay? So you and your grown-up can decide if you want to write the beginning and the middle today or just the beginning, okay? So today you're either going to write the beginning and the middle, and then tomorrow you write the end, or today you're going to write the beginning, and tomorrow you're going to write the middle and the end. So maybe you and your grown-up can decide how you want to space that out, okay? So, friends, we're going to tell what we drew to help us write. So this picture shows me I had gone to the store in the rain. So I might say something like, I went to the store and it was raining. That might be my first sentence. And then I might say, when I got to the door, I thought I had lost my mask and I was sad. We want to include that because I have a sad face. And then I found it and I was happy. So when we're writing, we want to think about our 5 W's we learned before. We want to think about who it's about, where you are, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and then when you're doing it. Okay? So if I say, I went to the store and it was raining. I know who was there. I know where I was, and I know a little bit about what was going on. So I'm going to use a dark marker just because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. You're going to always write in a pencil, a regular pencil that you can erase, okay? I'm going to hold this up just so you can see. I'm going to turn you over this way, bring you a little closer to me. Here we go, friends. All right, so we're going to write our first sentence, our beginning, and we're going to stretch and write the sounds we hear. Now, because this is a story that actually happened to me, I don't want you writing the same story. I want you writing a story that you have created. Okay, we shouldn't be writing Mrs. Lenhart stories anymore. You are coming up with your own stories and being your own author, all right? So my first sentence is going to be, I went to the store and it was raining. So I'm going to just start and write I. We know that word. That's a rainbow word. And it's always capitalized. I'm going to use my space stick. I went. W. Wind. W. Eh. I hear ed. That's an E. When, N, not N, right? Went. T, top. I went. Move my space stick. To. Well, we know this. This is a rainbow word, right? T-O. I went to the. We all know the. T-H-E. I went to the. And now I don't think I have enough room right here, so I'm going to come down to my next line. I went to the store. I hear an S. T-topped. Or I hear an R, right? I went to the store, and I'm going to use my space stick. Actually, I think that's the end of my sentence. Am I ready to stop? I went to the store. I think so. So I'm going to put a period at the end. Now, I'm going to write another sentence to explain what was going on when I went to the store, right? It was raining, okay? So I'm going to leave a space. It, that's another rainbow word. It is I and t is T. Now, when I write my I, friends, I'm going to make sure that it's a capital I because it's the beginning of a sentence, and beginning of sentences always start with a capital letter. It was, w. That's a W. That's a tricky one. It's you. Zebra. Z. It was raining. R. Rain. N. And then ing. Some of my friends know the king of ing. Some don't. But for those of us that do, we know ing, or the king of ing. When we hear ing, we always know that ing is ing. Okay? Rain in. And then I'm done. So I'm going to put a period. Okay? So let's read what we wrote. I went to the store. It was raining. And then I'm going to put a little check mark beside my beginning. I don't know if you guys can see that. Because I wrote about my beginning. And if that's all you want to do today, then you stop right here. But then tomorrow you'll write about your middle and your end. But if you write about your beginning and middle today, then tomorrow all you have to write about is your end. So maybe discuss that with your grown-up, which one you want to write today and tomorrow. And I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to finish our stories tomorrow. All right, have fun writing your stories today.